That was weird. Hello, Internetians. My name is Josh, aka Ultra Player, welcoming you to the Week 1 Team Builder of the ABC League. We are starting off against the Maractus Turin and Coach Les in this league, and I'm very excited. I'm very nervous because I feel like this is such a weird league to build for because you're like worried about so many things on every single mon. I actually have a front office this time. We've actually turned one of, there's actually a board for the MLP, which is going to be like me, Jake, Shay, Zach, and Skylar. And that's actually going to start being our front office that we're going to be running things by. So that's cool. So if you ever hear me talk about my front office, that's going to be them. Anyway, my front office and I built this team together. I'm going to be using them to help me build just because it's so hard just to try and build by yourself for this league because there are so many things you're worried about. It is ridiculous. Anyway, I just thought of something wrong with the team I'm bringing. Aw, man. I might fix it. I don't know. Got a notification. Oh. Have to give up. Alright. Moving on. I actually might change something live. I'm really confident that I'm going to change something live. We'll see. I'm not too sure. Anyway. So, the Maractus Turin Coach Les, that's who we're facing week 1. Very scared. Team is very good. That's all I'm going to say. Moving on. Their team will appear below now. They have a Starmie. Starmie has simple Shell Smash or Shield Force Life Orb. Very scary. Can run Rapid Spin. Can run a bunch of hazards. It's a fast S-Mon. It's very scary. Very offensive. I fully expect it to come. Raikou, fast electric type. Gets stuff like Regenerator. Recover. Can run Calm Mind. Not too scared of it. I have 1,000 checks to electric types. I do not expect it to come, but I can handle it if it does. Mamoswine, probably one of the biggest threats on his team. Ground Ice coverage is being so good against my team. Don't have a lot of answers to it, so I had to be very careful around that thing and how I'm going to switch in and what I'm going to switch in, and I have to know. I have to try and find out what its ability is very soon, very fast. I had to find out what its ability was. I actually had Magearna on my original team, but I actually swapped it out, and you'll see what I swapped it out for later. I'll talk about that. But I actually even ran Shed Shell on my Magearna because I was afraid of Magnet Pull, being able to trap my Magearna and Earthquake it. So. He has a Porygon too. Very bulky mon, but very weak to stuff like knockoff and not being able to really want to take that stuff and lose its Eviolite. Still bulky otherwise though, but does not really want to take hits after it loses that Eviolite. Very interesting mon. I can't really remember what good P moves it gets. It gets stuff like Poison Heal and Prankster. That's what it is. Prankster, Recover, which is gonna be very obnoxious, but I have ways to kind of take it down. I have to be aware of stuff like T-Wave though. But you'll see. But I just have to be careful. I don't really have good answers to that. I probably should be running Heal Bell, and I might actually consider that. Or run with Therapy. Here's a Bisharp. That is actually going to be a Z Captain. This is Bisharp. Very, very offensive mon, and have very few switch-ins to it on my team. I could run Flygon with Fur Coat and be able to take it on, but I'm actually running something else to kind of handle other mons on his team. Actually. Do you really need that? Getting distracted. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to stick with what I have. I think it's very good. I mean, I don't have hazard remove for this match, but whatever. You were only going to hazard stack me anyway. Look at my team. Look at all my ways to remove it. Oh, I'm not bringing Magic Bounce. Because I'm not bringing Magearna. I was going to bring Magic Bounce Magearna at first and have that be my way to control hazards. Alright, maybe we might make some edits. I'm not really worried about hazards. I mean, Starmie could be a nuisance with spikes and stuff, but I still have ways that I plan on winning with that hazards won't really matter. Moving on. Bisharp, very scary. I have to be aware of Belly Drum. If he starts selling a Belly Drums, we gotta hit that panic button. And that's actually why I'm going to keep the team the way it is. Except for putting Stealth Rocks on one of my mons, but I know which one I'm going to put it on. Moving on. Very scary threat. Life Orb. I expect an SD Life Orb set or a Vortex Life Orb set, really. He has a Mega Deontay. And the thing about Megas is, Megas have, once they Mega Evolve, they have to keep their original ability. Like, Mega Deontay has to have Magic Bounce, which is very nice, because having... that would just be too much. I don't think I could handle Mega Deontay like that. But also because it will create a lot of weird mechanics with the Mega Evolution and Showdown and everything. So... there is that. Very good speed tier, 110. Outspeeds almost everything on my team except for my Selgor. Can run Moonblast, Diamond Storm, Earth Power. Very scary to my team, especially what I'm bringing, because I'm not really bringing a lot to handle it. I mean, I do have Snorlax. Spoiler, and bringing Snorlax. But I should be able to handle it very semi-well. We'll see how that works. Hold on. I lost something. Okay. He had a Gardevoir. Not really too worried about it, honestly. I mean, it does get some interesting moves and abilities with the G's, but it's still just a typical offensive fairy type. If he brings it, I'll be very shocked, because I really expect Deontay to come more because it's better. He has a Wishy-Washy, extremely slow, but it hits like a truck. Very hard to switch into. Very, offensive. But here's the thing. It also has to run Schooling. One of the clauses is you have to run Schooling form for Wishy-Washy. Otherwise, I mean, he can run whatever ability he wants, really, but then he's just going to have a little tiny Wishy-Washy, and that's not going to... goodbye. Moltres. Moltres had Magic Guard. So, it's immune to Stealth Rocks. So that's something that's scary. Kind of offensive for my team. Kind of hard for my team to handle, but I do have certain ways to kind of deal with it. Offensively. Defensively, I don't have the best switches to it. But, well, I mean, I have Rhyperior, but I really expect him to bring, like, Magical Leaf or something to tank that on. But I do have Snorlax who can switch into it reliably well, and I have, Mons that just offensively rip it to shreds. I actually might have a lot of edits coming into the battle, because I'm running this by my front office. My front office hasn't replied yet to what they're thinking. Skuntank, I fully expect it to come as his Tapu Lele check. But you'll see that I'm fully prepared for that thing. Good speed tier, very good bulk, poison dark type, very good. Can set up Stealth Rocks, can set up Spikes, can Toxic Spike. It gets basically every hazard. Just no bueno. No bueno. And it can get Defog. So that's very scary. He has 2 Mons that can set up a whole bunch of hazards and get rid of them. So he has a very good Mon in that respect. He has a Parasect. So he also, which, like, the best thing about Parasect is Prankster Spore, in all honesty. But he also has a Gliscor, which is very annoying. Still can use Poison Heal, Toxic Orb, very annoying. Can set up Stealth Rocks, can defog them away if he really wants to. But that also gets rid of Poison Heal, I would think. So there's that. 4 times weakness to Ice. What more can I really say? Like, I really don't expect him to bring it. I really expect Skuntank. I expect the Bisharp. I expect the Mamoswine. The Starmie. Wait, what did I say? Skuntank, Moltres, Porygon 2, Starmie, Mamoswine, and then... Bisharp or Mega Deontay. Like, those are what I'm really expecting. Moltres can be swapped out, but I'm like 100% sure he's bringing that Skuntank. 100% sure that he's bringing that damn Mamoswine. And then Starmie I'm really confident about. But anyway, moving on, or she. I'm not sure if unless it's a girl or a guy. So he or she. Moving on to our team. We are bringing in our Snorlax. And I should probably be putting Stealth Rocks on this. I could put Stealth Rocks on this, couldn't I? Oh. No, I already know. I'm putting Stealth Rocks right here. Alright, do I want to do that? We'll see. Snorlax. I have Sucker Punch, Pursuit, Shore Up, and Sacred Fire. This is going to be my switch into the Starmie. If he is simple Shell Smash with a White Herb, I can Sucker Punch that thing and weaken it and put it to be able to take... Actually, pretty sure I can 1v1 it, depending on what he runs. I'll have to be careful though. Very threatening Mon. Very, very threatening Mon. I could also see a Sheer Force Life Orb set. I don't really have ways to give him setup. Like, he doesn't have, like, maybe Snorlax could be his setup Mon, but, like, he doesn't have really good ways to set up Shell Smashes, because everything just, like, straight destroys it. So I can really see a Sheer Force Life Orb set coming, and that's really good, because I can Pursuit Trap that and weaken it. I have Shore Up, in case he starts running, it wants to run a Sand team, with stuff like Sandvale Skuntank or something, and, like, Sandrush Starmie or something like that. If he runs a Sand team, Shore Up is better than Slack Off because it'll give you 2/3 recovery instead of the normal 1/2. It doesn't have, like, it's not like minus. It won't give me that negative effect in other weather, so it's better in that case. I have Sacred Fire there to kind of give me a soft check to, like, stuff like the Bisharp, stuff like the Mamoswine. Also gives me that very nice chance to burn. He doesn't really have good fire resist. He has Wishy Washy, but doesn't want to get burned. Starmie does not really want to get burned. Moltres is an issue, and you'll see that I really don't have good ways to touch it. But I'm fine with that. Because I have stuff like Tapu Lele, which you'll see. I have a Drapion, which if he is offensive, I will one-shot it, which you'll see what I'm talking about. Sucker Punch, so I can, if it is simple Shell Smash, I can Sucker Punch it and put it down really low. It's still a huge threat. A huge, huge threat. And I had to play very carefully around that Starmie. If I'm going to lose, it's going to be the Starmie. So that's that. My EVs are basically tailored to be able to take hits from that Starmie. If he Sheer Force Life Orb, he has a chance. I'm not actually, after Leftovers, he doesn't have a chance to 3KO me. So that's nice with a Sheer Force Life Orb Scald or a Sheer Force Life Orb Psyshock. So that's very nice. I have Stamina on there, which is very good because that actually helps me check Mamoswine if he's not running Superpower. I don't expect him to run Superpower. I expect him to run Earthquake. I expect him to run Ice Crash, Ice Shard, and the Meteor Mash because he's an M-Mon. And that'll help him with Rotom Frost, which is a really good check to Mamoswine typically. So that's that. But he comes in, I take a physical hit, I boost my defense, and as he goes for another one, I can shore up and start getting better, and I can start walling it. So that's very nice. Moving on, this is where originally I had my Magearna, but this is such good Mon against his team. Tapu Lele Expert Belt with the Psychic Surge. I am going to keep my Psychic Surge because Psychic is just so powerful. Especially against his team. Psychic, Moonblast, 1,000 Waves, and Hidden Power Fighting. Hidden Power Fighting with the Expert Belt is actually just going to straight one-shot the Bisharp unless it is a Clover Berry. No. Choppleberry. Choppleberry. So that's very nice. Moonblast is there as a secondary stab, and that's going to let me get a good hit off, let me have a secondary stab move that I want to click, like against the Gardevoir or something. And actually, I might want to go Psyshock. Now that I'm thinking about it. I actually am going to go Psyshock, because that'll hit the Gardevoir harder and make it a more spammable type move to hit. Moonblast is going to let me hit the Starmie a little bit harder, and the Gardevoir a little bit harder. And I'm not going to be afraid, and I'm not as afraid to click Moonblast as if I was against, like, if Skuntank and Bisharp are around. Like, if those two are around, I'm maybe more afraid to click that Psychic type move because they can come in, they can Pursuit Trap me, which would be very annoying. They can't Sucker Punch me, which is phenomenal, and I outspeed them both, which is phenomenal. So that. So the move that we're looking at, 1,000 Waves. With the Expert Belt and Stealth Rocks up, God, I calculated everything with Stealth Rocks, so I was like so certain he would never be able to get Stealth Rocks up on me, because I would have Magic Bounce Magearna. Now I gotta be careful. But still, if he's running max HP, which I don't expect him to, I expect him to run like max attack, max Spadef, Assault Vest, something like that. 1,000 Waves is gonna be, if he is max HP, that has a chance to 2-hit KO. If he's not max HP, it will 100% 2-hit KO, just like 53 to 65 or something like that, which is very good. And what's really nice about it is that 1,000 Waves, once you hit the Pokemon, it can't switch out. So if I do have a bit of shit damage on it, or if it is max HP, I will be able to trap it, and unless it's Choice Scarf, I'm going to kill it. So that's very nice. I have enough speed to outspeed a... Oh no. Why are you... Hello? Yeah, get out of here. I don't know why Hidden Power Fighting was doing that. Yeah, I should max out my EVs. I have enough speed to outspeed that Moltres, and Psychic Surge Side Shock is going to do so much to that. Like, it's kind of a threat, and I'm still considering some certain things to... I still think I'll be okay. I still think I'll be fine against the Moltres. I mean, switching in is going to be hard, but offensively, I'm very good against it. The team is actually kind of like bulky offensive, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, that is my top ability. Expert Belt is just there so I don't lose. It gives me a way to bluff. It gives me that 2-hit KO on the Skun Tank. I might change that. Again, any changes will be gone over in the actual battle. So there's that. Next one we are bringing in is actually going to be our Drapion. And this set was tossed to me by Skylar. I did change it a little. He did have Black Sludge and he had Diamond Storm over Ice Fang. But I wanted the way to beat Gliscor. Which I'm kind of like, I don't really expect it to come, but I would still rather have the thing. Because I don't really need Diamond Storm too much. And with the Dreadplate Dark Aura, at +1, Knockoff will one-shot a offensive Moltres. So that's really cool. Dreadplate plus Dark Aura is so good. Because it's basically like a choice band on top of all the boosts. You're gonna have the +1 boost from Dragon Dance. You're gonna have the fact that Knockoff is boosted by getting rid of your item. You're gonna have Stab. You're gonna have Dark Aura. Then you're gonna have Dreadplate. It's just gonna be a very strong, spammable move. His Dark Resist aren't very common. He has the Mega Diancie. He has a Bisharp. And he has the Skuntank. Those are his 3 Dark Resists, and each one of them fall to the Earthquake. And Ice Fang is there, again, for the Gliscor, so I can one-shot that, so it can't Revenge Kill me. At +1, I'm pretty sure Ice Fang does one-shot that, so that's very nice. I have enough speed that at +1, I will outspeed a Choice Scarfer trying to outspeed my Aselgor. So I outspeed Aselgor by 2 points, I believe. So something trying to hit 428. I'm actually going to put a few more, just in case. I'm nervous about that. But I will also outspeed a Choice Scarf Gardevoir, a Choice Scarf Mamoswine. So that's very nice indeed. I won't outspeed the Moltres, but I don't expect him to run Choice Scarf Moltres, and if he does, that's very good because he won't be running. He won't be as likely to be clicking Roost, and he won't have the power of Life Orb. So that's nice. Moving on, we are going to our Kenmore. We are running it physically. We are running very standard on this, but Berry for the Meteor Mash. This is my main switch into Mamoswine. I outspeed Mamoswine. I have the rest in bulk, so I can take hits better from the Mamoswine. Recover, Foul Play, Will-O-Wisp, and Volt Switch. With the Levitate. If I see Mold Breaker, I'm going to be upset. But, like, I'll have to pivot around that. But that's fine. I'm well and fine with that. Ooh. I think I've been saying he or she. I'm sorry, Alyssa, if you were a girl. That's a name that I think is a girl's name. So, Willows is going to be nice because if I burn that Mamoswine, then it's not going to be able to do as much to me. I tank anyone hit. If he wants to Meteor Mash me twice, I can Foul Play it, and that's my best move to hit it. I don't really expect him to run Thick Fat. Volt Switch is very nice that I can pivot around. I don't really have good ways to hit the Gliscor, but I don't expect him to bring Gliscor in on a Rotom anyway until he knows all my moves. But I really like having that Volt turn there, being able to pivot out against stuff like the Raikou and get into better checks to it. But I mean, this is a better check to Raikou. Will-O-Wisp and just be able to beat it down. But it's mainly there for the Mamoswine. I'm not even using my mouse. Let's use my mouse, my nice little mouse. But I can also take hits from the Gliscor anyway. And if I get the burn off before he gets Toxic Orb, that's going to be very nice. So we've already seen this set, and I have decided I'm going to put Stealth Rock on here. If I see things that make me worry about, that make me think I need Stealth Rock, I'll click it. But typically, this is going to be a good late game sweeper. Or a mid game sweeper. Hello? Why are my IVs not working? Once again, enough speed to outspeed base 90s, like the Moltres. But I have enough HP that I can live a... Why am I... Hello? I have enough HP IVs that I can live an Adamant Life Orb Sucker Punch from the Bisharp after... No, not after Rocks. God, I was so, like, confident I'm not going to worry about Rock. I've hidden Power Rock for the Moltres, but, like... Bisharp, I have ways to lure in and kill. I have ways to lure in and kill the Moltres. If I can get rid of those two, mainly... Even Parasect is not too bad of a counter. I did have Chatter for that originally because I didn't think of any other move I really wanted. I have U-Turn just to pivot out. But if I can start, like... If I can get rid of some of his better Grass Resist, Choice Scarf Contrary, Leaf Storm, Celebi, that destroys him. Like, it'll just clean sweep through him and just continually boosting. I outspeed the Starmie, kill it. Skuntank can get 2-shot by 1,000 Waves. And even if he's not, he's still going to probably take 1 on the switch, because I'm probably going to be predicting that like crazy. And he'll be weakened to where he can't really take the hits. And, like, he doesn't have good grass resist outside the Moltres, the Bisharp, and the Skuntank. All 3, like, yeah, I've been saying that I expect them to come, but I also expect them to be beaten down. Celebi is not really the one mon I really expect to be the late game sweeper. I expect something like Drapion setting up on something to sweep. And that's gonna be I guess that's gonna be really hard, is getting Drapion set up and stuff. I'll have to worry about that later. U-turn, once again, I like to really having the pivot, and Contrary Choice Scarf. I've gone over that. So the last thing we have is our Virizion with the Koba Berry and Volt Absorb. I really had this, I was like, Raikou would be, it's kind of cool to have Volt Absorb, but this also gives me kind of a revenge weight, or like a safety button against the Bisharp. If he is the Belly Drum set, I can take a +6 Sucker Punch. I can just get off good damage with Vacuum Wave, and then I can go, unless he's Salac Berry, in which case, oh god. And then I can go into my Tapu Lele and just finish him off with the HP Fighting. I have Close Combat on there. You know, I guess because of Belly Drum Salac, I should be worried. But if he's Belly Drum Salac, would I really give him the chance to set up? Because I might switch this out for something else. Let me think here for a second. I'm actually going to get rid of that and put it Stone Edge so I have a way to lure in the thing. Alright, let me change these EVs real quick. So I can outspeed that Moltres. And that'll give me enough bulk to take on the Discord. 152, 244. Yeah, I still take the +6 thing. If he's Life Orb that, then I'll take an Iron Head into a Bullet Punch. So that's nice. Alright, so I'm going to stick with that. And I'll be faster than the Moltres, and I can lure it in and kill it. And if he does go for Hurricane, then I can take that out. I didn't realize how good Enmon would be because of No Guard. Noivern is going to be so annoying when I have to phase it. Noivern is going to be a threat. No Guard, Hurricane. Moving on. I mean, this is a very good Mon. Like, I don't really need Vacuum Wave now I really think about it. Because I outspeed the Bisharp no matter what. And if he has Belly Drum Salac, then he got me good. He just got me good. But, like, if I think he's Belly Drum Salac, then I don't think I'd give him a chance to set up. Maybe. We'll see. I can't worry about Belly Drum Salac. Can I? He wouldn't run Belly Drum Salac. Okay. I don't even think he'll run Belly Drum in general. Moving on, well, now it's Stone Edge. I can lure in and kill that Moltres, which could be a threat. Leaf Blade, there for stuff like Wishy Washy. I can take a hit from that. Again, very few grass resist. Stone Edge for Moltres, like I said, in close combat for stuff like the Porygon 2, stuff like the Mamoswine, outspeeding that and killing it. Enough speed again for Moltres, and we've seen the rest. Synthesis is very nice because I can keep healthy. We have a lot of ways to keep healthy on this team, so that's nice. I love the fact that this team is so bulky offensive. Anyway, so that's going to be my team for week 1. I will tell you about anything that changed. The reason I'm investing more in defense than in HP is because the defense is so low and the HP is decent at best. And investing in defense will lower the amount of damage I take more than it will the HP. So that's going to be that. Teambuilder is 25 minutes, not too bad. With that, hope you guys enjoyed. Week 1 battle will be up tomorrow or later today. I'm not really sure. I don't even know when I'm posting this. Who knows? Whatever. More important things to worry about. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.